welcome to another edition of A Shave and a Song. Welcome everyone. It's a nice little show about shaving with a straight razor, but also featuring some great pieces of music, some wonderful artists that maybe don't get a lot of airplay today, if ever. It's maybe even some genres that are new to you, that you're not familiar with. So it's a great way to spend the next 20 minutes or so just, well, one, watching me shave, I guess, but also learning a little bit about music, artists, and just having a good time with what we have to do every day. And so let's get to it, shall we? I'm a bit out of it today. I skipped the last couple of weeks because I was on vacation. 2 weeks ago I was in the mountains of Colorado, so I didn't have time to do anything. And then last week I had just returned from a 14-hour car drive home, and I really didn't feel like doing a show either, as you can imagine. So we're kicking it back off today, and going to feature a homemade shaving soap today, one that I made myself. This is called Midnight Amber, and I didn't add any color to it. The mixture, combination of fragrances that I used, it kind of turned it brown, but I don't mind. It still works very well, and it's a nice smooth glide. I'm also going to finish off with some Fine Accoutrements American Blend. And then, of course, when I'm all said and done, after the show's over, a little bit of Clubman Panade, the talc. Love that stuff. You know, I missed my scuttle too. I would show you my scuttle, but it has water in it at the moment. That's one thing that I didn't take with me on the vacation, and I sure missed it. And it's kind of a spoiled thing. I mean, what the scuttle does is it keeps the shaving cream, the lather, you know, fairly warm in between passes. Not essential, didn't affect the shave at all, but I got really spoiled with it, and I really appreciate it. So when I was on vacation, I just had to lather up from whatever shaving bowl I had, shaving container, and that would get a little chilly in between passes. So I like my scuttle. I'm also using my Dovo Bismark 6/8 today. I'll show you that in just a minute. So this gets nice and lathery. Like I said, it's a little bit brownish in color, but doesn't stain anything. It's just that's the color it is. I really like it. Has a really nice fragrance to it as well. So let's build up the lather in the scuttle just a little bit before we apply it to the face. I hope you all had a great summer and are enjoying the rest of August. August went by fast, I thought. All right, so as we are preparing for the first pass, I want to introduce you to a band that some of you may already be familiar with, at least one of the songs, and maybe even the song that I'm going to feature today, but you don't know it. The band, their name is Can, C-A-N. This is, by the way, this is my Bismark, Dovo 6/8 Bismark. We'll be shaving with that today. And I'm going to feature their, I think it's their fourth album, 1972. I need that to stick in your mind and not forget the year. 1972, 46 years ago, this album was released. They are a West German band, meaning that for those of you who might remember, this is before the fall of the Berlin Wall. So there was East Germany and West Germany at that particular point in time in history. And this band was from the West German side. And they released an album in '72. Let's see if I can pronounce this album name correctly. It's Ege Bamyasi. Ege Bamyasi. And it's a Turkish word. Actually, it's a Turkish name. We're going to start the first pass. For a type of okra, canned okra, Aegean okra to be specific. And the band had apparently gone to Turkey on vacation or holiday or, you know, something like that, and they had some of this Aegean okra at one of their meals. And they liked it so much that they decided to name their next album after the dish. Ege Bamyasi. And even the album cover features a picture of the canned okra. Forgot to clear a little path there. I knew something was missing. There we go. Now the band Can, the members had various backgrounds from avant-garde music at that time and jazz. And they really like to feature minimalistic, electronic, world elements, world instruments into their music. So it doesn't sound like anything else that was happening at the time. You know, like Peter Frampton was going on then. Obviously Eric Clapton, some other things, some other artists. Can doesn't sound anything like that. It had also been said that they are the pioneers of what has become known as kraut rock. That may not be an acceptable term today if we were naming a genre, kraut rock, but this was 46 years ago, and a little longer. You know, when they were this is their fourth album, so they've been around a little longer than that. So that was a term that was acceptable in those days. I've noticed that, a little sidebar here, when I turn to my left side, my eye isn't as good over here, so it takes me a little bit longer to post up and get ready to go because it's a little harder to see. But once I get it, it goes nice and smooth. So Can, again, is the pioneers of their time in what's known as a genre of kraut rock. The song I'm featuring today is known as Vitamin C, or as is sung on the album Vitamin C. It is a really catchy tune, and right off the bat the drummer starts out and he just keeps that going. As a matter of fact, the drummer, who passed away, I think, in 2014 or 2016. He was once known as a human metronome. And you'll know why when you hear this song. I don't want you, when you hear the song, I don't want you to lose focus on all the other elements of the song, but you just can't help but be enamored by the drummer. It is such a great beat, and he does it so well. And all the elements of the song, all the instruments, including the vocalist, they all just come together so perfectly. It's hard to believe that this was recorded, at least what I have read, it was recorded on a 2-track back in the day. 2 tracks! Can you believe that? You know, that's like, if you remember the old cassette tape recorders, those were a single track, so it's like having 2 of those. Even the old TIAC reel-to-reels were 4-track at the time, and I believe this was recorded, again, from what I read, originally on a 2-track machine. Just phenomenal. Basically going for stereo, right and left, panning. And then it was remastered, so we get a little better quality today, but I mean, you can't really improve a lot on the original recording other than bring out some stuff with modern day equipment, but still. So some of you may have heard Vitamin C before because it's been used, it's kind of a cult song now in certain groups, especially with movies that are out. I guess I need to start the song, but I want to finish this. It's not all that long of a song, so we'll be okay. It's been featured in 2004 movie Inherent Vice with Joaquin Phoenix. 2016 it was featured in the Netflix series Get Down. And then 2018 Hot Summer Nights. And I know it's been featured in several other movies as well, because I have not seen any of those movies, but I saw it in another one. I can't remember what it was, but it's a great piece. It's a great band from 1972. I hope you remember that, because that's 46 years ago from what you're about to hear. Off their album Ege Bamyasi, featuring, which means Aegean okra, here is Can and Vitamin C. There you go. 1972. Can. Ege Bamyasi's album. Aegean Okra. I mean, now, did you hear the drumming part? I mean, oh my gosh, that kick drum that guy was doing, some of those syncopated rhythms there, that was just unreal. And then the chorus is an amazing hook. Hey you, you're losing your vitamin C. I'm just amazed at, you know, if you think about what was coming out at the time, you know, like I said, you have Peter Frampton doing his thing, you got Eric Clapton, the Beatles are still kind of wrapping it up. A lot of music was changing direction after the 60s. And then you have Can doing some krautrock with vitamin C, or vitamin C as they pronounce it. And it holds up over time, my friends. I'm pretty sure that if you like music, you're going to be going back and listening to this one several times throughout the week just because it's bored into your head now. Check out the rest of their albums. They're on YouTube. You can find them. Even a live recording of this. I think it could have been recorded today just fine. Good shave today. There we go, my little Dovo Bismark 6/8. Let me wash the face down. I hope you enjoyed today, and I hope that you'll hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button so you'll be notified when we come out with new programs. I try to do it once a week, and I've been pretty faithful about it, except when we were on vacation, and you know, vacation's vacation, you gotta take those. And I hope that you're enjoying some of the artists, some of the songs, some of the genres we're featuring here, maybe introducing you to some great pieces of music that otherwise maybe you would not have found out about. And as always, if you know of a song by a band that you would like to maybe have me take a listen to and possibly feature on the show, stick it in the comments. I am always open to learning about new things, hearing new things that I haven't heard before. That's the wonderful thing about life, especially with music. It's just, I love discovering new pieces. So send me a comment and I'll take a listen, and maybe we'll feature it. That would be fantastic. But until next time, I hope you enjoyed the band Can from 1972, Vitamin C off the Ege Bamyasi album. And so until next time, live life everyone, and happy shaving.